trying to get to the state semifinals with some free throws here. Carter Kingsbury will be at the line. He's got 8 points today. Well below his average of 21, but he's done a lot of other little things for the Indians. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Kingsbury now with 9. Oh, I beg your pardon. What do we have here? We had a lane violation on the sideline by one of the Ponca players who stepped in the lane prior to the free throw, so the free throw does not count, and the violation gives the ball to Yutan. So Yutan will have the basketball with 49 seconds to go, down by 4. Ball played in now to Trey Knutson. Knutson brings it across midcourt, right-hand dribble. He'll drive to his right, to the right elbow. Drives down the lane, lays it up with a finger roll and scores. Trey Knutson with 18, timeout by Yutan. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game. So we're going to leave it right here as the Chieftains will call a timeout. Boy, that was a huge, huge violation committed by Ponca because instead of 2 free throws potentially going in to expand the lead, one of the Ponca players was leaning and fell into the lane prior to the free throw, which wiped out the front end of the 1-and-1. And then Yutan comes down the floor and gets a bucket to cut it to a 2-point contest. 40.6 seconds to play. Ponca leads by 2, 46-44. It will be Ponca ball on the baseline in the backcourt. Ponca has 1 timeout left. And Yutan has also 1 timeout left. Next held ball goes to Ponca. Both teams are shooting double bonus if we got a foul. To inbound the ball on the baseline in the backcourt is Paul Mason. Triggers it in to Phillips. Phillips being chased in the backcourt, reverses it to Mason. Up the floor to Kingsbury. Kingsbury over on the right side. Retreats with it, and they're trying to trap him, and the ball's knocked loose. He falls to the floor. He rolls. We got a whistle. Timeout called by Ponca. Ponca will get the timeout called. Final timeout by the Indians. Comes with 29 seconds to play. And again, we'll leave things right here. As Kingsbury fell to the floor, grabbed it, and he rolled over onto his back. And as he did that, he asked for a timeout. So now Ponca is out of timeouts. Yutan with 1 remaining. 29.1 seconds to go. And what Yutan was trying to do there was get a trap, and they got that and forced a situation where the Chieftains or where the Indians had to try to pass the basketball, and Kingsbury just about turned it over. So here we go. 29.1 seconds left. The Chieftains are out of the huddle. They're out on the floor. Ponca Indians around head coach Adam Poloski getting some last-minute instruction. Great matchup here in this C2 quarterfinal. And it'll be Ponca to inbound the ball over on the far sideline about 6 feet into the front court. Paul Mason will trigger it in. Mason's bounced the basketball by the official. He will look and get it to Kingsbury. Kingsbury, double team coming. He is going to back up. He is trapped. Tries to step through it. Pass stolen away. Picked up by Peterson. Down the floor to Dakota. Dakota to Tim. Tim on the right side is going to drive down to the block. Puts up the shot. He's fouled. And Brady Tim will go to the free throw line with 17 seconds to go. My goodness. The foul is going to be charged to Paul Mason. His third. And it'll be 2 free throws for Brady Tim with a chance to tie the ball game. Yutan was down by 6 in the closing minute. Now a chance to tie if Tim can hit them both. First one good. Brady Tim with 9 points. 46-45, 17 seconds remaining. Ponca again now out of timeouts. Tim, second free throw. Good. We got a tie game. And now Yutan will use the timeout. So the Chieftains will call a timeout. And we're going to leave it right here with 17.6 seconds to go. Yutan has battled back from a 6-point deficit in the closing minute of the ball game to tie the contest. It's a 46-46 tie. And it'll be Ponca who will be inbounding the ball on the baseline in the backcourt. So Yutan, knowing that they were not able to foul, because if they did, it'd be 2 free throws for Ponca. They just closed in with their trapping defense and forced a couple of big turnovers here and got helped out by a huge lane violation on a front end of a 1-and-1 free throw shooting situation, in which Yutan capitalized with a bucket on the other end on the next possession. Boy, if Yutan could pull this off, this would be some kind of comeback for the ages. Down by 6 in the closing minute. And now we are tied at 46 with 17.6 seconds to go. So both teams come out of their huddles. Double checking, I believe both teams are out of timeout. No, Yutan's got 1. I beg your pardon. Yutan has 1 timeout left. Ponca is out of timeout. Yutan's got 1 left. All right, Ponca to inbound to the baseline. Ball played into Kingsbury. Yutan pulls back the defense. Ponca will try to play for the final shot to win the ball game. Kingsbury cross midcourt with 10 seconds. Low dribble guarded by Tim. Kingsbury dribbles to his right. He'll stop, reverses it. Here's Mason, passes left side. Phillips shoots from the corner. Good! He hits the bucket, and a timeout was called. Caden Phillips hits the field goal. The scoreboard clock ran out. However, they're going to put time back on the clock here. It was a 3-point field goal by Caden Phillips in the left corner. He has 13 points. The three officials will get together and discuss it. And I think they're going to put time back on the clock. Let's see. The officials are going to come on over. Yutan asked for a timeout, and it was granted. And we'll see how much time is 0.6 of a second. They're going to put 0.6 of a second left on the clock. Caden Phillips, the 6'1" junior, just hit the shot of his life. He hit a wide open three-pointer in the left corner to put Ponca in front. It should be 49-46. The scoreboard reads 50-46. That is not correct. 0.6 of a second is what is on the scoreboard. Now 49-46 is the score. 3-point ball game. 0.6 of a second to go. Yutan has to go the length of the floor in 0.6 of a second. So you really don't have time for a dribble here. Coach Peterson's got to draw something up to try to get that ball to midcourt and have somebody try to put up a shot right away to try to tie it on a 3-point field goal. 0.6 of a second to go. It'll be Joel Pleskotch to inbound. He'll be allowed to run the baseline if he wishes. Carter Kingsbury will guard him. Pleskotch guarded the ball. He'll toss it deep down the floor. It is grabbed by Dakota. Turnaround three on the way. Good! 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 Jumping catfish! Oh my goodness! It's Christian Leitner part 2! Oh my gosh! Colby Dakota caught that ball, spun around, shot the ball, and it went in. The officials are going to get together and discuss it. Ponca says it's a 2. Oh my goodness! It's a 3-point field goal. We're going to overtime. Oh my goodness gracious. Colby Dakota hits the 3. We're tied at 13 as we're going to go to OT. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Back for the overtime period in 30 seconds on Mix 105.5 FM.